Okay, so I've just come back from a gig at Stone Sour and the Pretty Reckless. Now, I got tickets for free from my new job. I had a couple of days off and I thought, well, I actually thought the people in the private dining were YouTube, and I was like, because he had a YouTube t-shirt, so I asked about that, and he was like, no, we're doing the setup and everything for Stone Sour. So I was, well, any chance of getting a discount off that? And it's like, well, I'm just going to put you on the guest list, so, hey, I'm not going to complain at guest list entry. So I ended up with 2 tickets. Obviously last minute, last day, didn't have time to arrange with anyone, and the person from work who was going to come as well ended up getting called in because someone else quit. So that was a bit awkward, so thankfully I didn't get called in to miss it. But yeah, it was the Pretty Reckless and Stone Sour. They're pretty good. And obviously opening up the Pretty Reckless, obviously the opening act, you want to hit it right from the offset, and sometimes some of the gigs that I've been to, and I've been to a lot because I've worked a lot of different events because I've worked in the hospitality industry for years. So I've worked at the NEC, the NIA, the ICC, festivals. I've had a lot of experience in it, and they hit it straight from the first song. It was a bit strange that she opens up with clearly sex noises, and they may have even been hers. So did she record herself doing that? And it was like a little awkward. But then when the song started, it was upbeats, high tempo, good music, good to dance to. It hit it off from the start, and then it kept going from there. So everything was good. They kept the music going. It was good music. Everyone in the crowd was good. There were a couple of times where people were trying to start up a mosh pit, and I've had a lot of experience in crowds as well. Again, I've probably been in more festival and music crowds than most people because of just how many I've worked. Obviously anyone who's rich and can afford to just go to loads and loads of gigs. But yeah, so I've got used to it. But you get some people who are trying to push past and push up to the front. That only happens a few times. This crowd was fairly tame. Most people were there, and then there's obviously for a metal gig as well. There was just one time when a mosh pit actually opened, and then everyone just sort of fled from the mosh pit, and then there's me, the unmoving object, and it just like washed past me. And it's just like, and then there were people trying to fight back to where they were, and it's like, well, you fled from the mosh pit. Tough shit, I'm not going to move and let you pass. Because, again, with so much experience in doing this, there has just been so many times where someone 6'10", a whole foot taller than me, has looked like they're going to push through and keep pushing through, and then go, oh no, this is the perfect opportunity to stop an inch in front of your face, where my shoulders are up to your head so you can't even see over in any possibility. So, yeah, I've adapted to be like, no, you're not pushing past me. If I can feel someone pushing past, you are not getting past. You shall not pass. So, yeah. But thankfully, I didn't really have to do that. I just got to mull out and enjoy the gig and, dance along and enjoy the music. So it was pretty good. And then Stone Sour came on and, they kept it up with the good music and everything was upbeat and good. And then they unveiled at the end, some songs they obviously did before that, some songs from their first album. Then they unveiled a new song that they weren't doing on the gigs before Birmingham. They said because Birmingham is the home of heavy metal, and because they love the UK so much, that they wanted to start the new tour song there. So they did that, and then they came on for the encores, and the pyrotechnics were all good, and then some wacky wild floaty things, whatever the hell they're called, the balloon men, came out for the finale song, with the final encore. And they kind of upstaged Stone Sour a bit. There were the Sour Patch Balloon, Sour Sticks, and there was one at the back. They all had their own sort of characters. The pink one was definitely just headbanging somehow, and it was just his head was going up and down. And then the green one was more, properly doing it. And then that one at the front that was just the front man of the Stone Sour Stick Men, as I'm going to call them, just sort of went, hey, I'm up front, I'm the front man. I'm front and middle of the stage. No one's in front of me, and just didn't move until any band member went near it, and then he was just like to the face. No, there's no band here. You know, it's all me. And it was just like totally upstaging them, and it was just like, and then someone up the other side, and it was whoop, to the other side, and it's like, well, you know, it's the unmoving, wobbly, flaily men, because they're meant to flail about in the wind, but it was just unmoving. It was just like, I'm front and centre, hey, look at me, and then, oh, someone else is coming in, you want to look at Corey? Who's Corey? It's quite funny. But yeah, it was a good gig, it was a lot of fun, and then obviously, you know, I'm not a dick that sells the tickets on. Because, they say 0 on it, but who cares? I had 2 tickets, I could have got in for myself, I could have still sold one to one of the scalpers outside if I was that sort of a dickhead. But, you know, it's a ticket, it gets you in, it gets the money just the same, but I'm not one of these people. It's as bad as getting Steam keys and selling them on. I'm not going to be that dick that does that, because what the fuck, if you got it for free, you know, you're not going to be the one to go, ooh, I can make a profit out of that, this is £100 in my hand, you know, you probably could have got 100 quid for it, but no, I'm not going to be that dick. I got in for free, I got to enjoy the gig for free. I could have took someone else with me, you know, I tried to get a girl from work, and then Dan was working the other night as well, so I tried to get Dan to go, but he got called in for work because he had the day off, but after that it was like, oh well, it's too close to the event now to try and get someone else to go, so fuck it. You know, because someone quit, he ended up going into work. Oh well, you know, I could have gone with someone else, but oh well. And also, because I got the wristband as well, once I got the wristband I still had my ticket, so I could have then unsold both tickets and still got back in with my wristband, but I'm not going to be that dick. And those people that go and buy gig tickets and sell them online for hundreds and thousands of pounds above the ticket value price as well, you're just a complete dick if you're doing that, and you should not be allowed to do that. There needs to be some sort of system to prevent that. Especially when things like O2 or, you know, Virgin or Sky do get your tickets in advance if you're with their members, but so before they even go on general sale, you know, 2 hours beforehand you can buy up the tickets, and someone who's just going to make a profit is going to buy hundreds of tickets and sell them on and deny actual fans who enjoy the music from going, and that is not fair, you know, because then people have to pay above and beyond the actual price, go to dodgy sites that might not even send them the tickets, and it's just a really stupid system. There needs to be something that prevents people from doing that, you know, maybe a limited number per address, maybe a limited number per credit card, and maybe a limited number per name of a person, you know, so only X amount. I don't know what would be a fair amount, you know, maybe 4, maybe 8, I don't know. 8 seems a bit much, but you can understand that there might be people that have larger families than 4, or, you know, they're taking their family and partners, and, you know, it's just an awkward situation where you want to be able to provide it for people that want to go to the gigs, but not also allow people to just sell them on for profit, because that's not good for the industry, and it's a big problem. So, you know, how do you get around that is the awkward thing. But either way, I got to enjoy the gig. It was definitely a lot of fun. I would recommend going on the Stone Sour tour. Not only Stone Sour were good, the Pretty Reckless were good as well, so definitely worth checking out the Pretty Reckless. It's very sexually themed with their gig, you know, obviously it kicks off with the sex noises, and then she was doing very sexual things on the stage, and also, you know, a lot of the songs were sexual connotations, so it was a heated sort of thing, but still it was a good gig, definitely worth seeing. So yeah, if you went to the Birmingham gig, it's a lot of fun. And if you got footage of me just standing there while the tide of people evacuating from the mosh pit is there, that would make a good meme picture, to be honest. Or, you know, just a little meme clip. Because me just stood there as the immovable object while the whole crowd just shifts to the side and there's just me. It's like, I'm not going to move. I'm planted. you will not prevent me from enjoying the gig. You know, I'm not going to push my way forward. I'm close enough to the stage, and I'm happy. I got there from the start. If you want to get to the front of the stage, then get there early. Or, you know, if you want to try and push your way there, don't push past me. You're never going to get past me. Be happy with where you are. You know, if you've got up to me, it's a good enough place to stay. You don't need to try and push past me. If you really, really have to get to the front, go around, you know, negotiate your way past and around someone else who's going to let you through. Because I'm not going to be the one that's going to let you go. Because too many times in my nice position that's not exactly at the front, you know, 5 rows back, in a nice sort of comfortable position where I'm not going to get squished, I can dance a bit, and I'm not going to get forced into a mosh pit. You know, I pick a good spot. Yeah, I'm not going to let you just go, this is the perfect spot to stand in front of this guy, so that he doesn't get to enjoy the show, because we're just going to stand in front of him, and we're usually going to be someone 6'10", who just decided, hey, I have to be a ninja that goes to the front, and, you know, it's just not on. Just saying. Don't push your way through and then stand directly in front of someone, especially if you're a big, tall person. Because that's why I don't let anyone pass now, because too many times that has happened. Anyway, thanks for watching. Join us again some more. Goodbye.